What's going on, Chris?
What's up?
How are you, man? You made it.
I made it.
How was your ride?
Good.
All the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's the national sales manager for Buell, and he's got a real surprise in the back of the truck here. I'll give you one hint. It's black, it's badass, and it's the fastest production cruiser ever made. So let's check it out. Guys, there's some real magic in here. Chris, show us what you bought us. Oh, I hear angels singing. This is license plate number 1, Wisconsin manufacturer. That's a badass plate right there. And that is the, is that the production version? Or is it the?
This is version 2 of the cruiser.
That's
so this
right.
is the one you rode.
Yep, and there's all kinds of improvements on this one. It's got a different rear fender. I know Bill changed the style of the tank, and we shot a video in Sturgis of all he made a lot of revisions on it. So you see it's got the turn signals. It's production ready, boys. So without further ado, let's get her unloaded. It's not every day the 2025 Buell Super Cruiser lines up at your shop, but when it does, it's a great day. Look at this thing. This thing is sex on wheels, man.
You talking about me or the bike?
Well, definitely not you, son.
Okay.
It's definitely the bike. Look at this thing. That's one bad ride. Chris, thank you so much for coming out here and sharing this with us today.
Yeah,
Can't
man.
wait to get it out and take a close look at it, but it looks just as beautiful.
Buell #1 dealer. Why would I not be here?
Thank you, thank you. Look at this badass ride.
This is it.
Man. Junior, what's the scoop? Are you taking orders now? What are the numbers looking like?
Yeah, man. So you got to call in before November 12th, leave a $1,000 deposit in order to get the special pre-order pricing, $23,900. That's $2,000 discount for early adopters. But you have to call in and leave a non-refundable $1,000 deposit. And actually, we're going to have you leave them with Buell. We got all the early Kaplan deposits on the list, orders already submitted. And from now, you're going to place your orders direct through Buell, and you can select Kaplan Cycles as your service center to accept delivery from.
That's right.
Or we'll handle your freight.
So turn in your $50 deposit. You can do that still until November 12th. That will get you on. We'll send you another piece of info to get your deposit in for $1,000.
Yeah, you can just call. Just
put
call me up.
$1,000 in now.
Yeah, 100%.
Save you $2,000. Call Junior. Let's make sure we get you going.
Yeah, if you're interested in Super Cruiser, give me a call. 860-471-0192. I'll give you all the details that you need to know. Everything that we have at this point in time, you're in good hands.
Awesome.
We're here in the showroom. We've got the desks here, and this is where we line up all the bikes that are going up for sale this week. We've got some bangers this week with the old 79 Elsinore, 250 and the 125.
Don't forget the first year Hayabusa over here in the ZX12R and the Marty Smith, Malcolm Smith, 72 Husky.
Yeah, some of the personal bikes in here, and then we'll go across the bridge and walk into a building 3 and show you what we got cooking over there. So all the buildings are connected by bridge. Because back in the day, you know, they're moving heavy equipment and stuff like that. Like when this was built, it was some horse and carriage days, you know. So like the building is all built on massive granite slabs, and it's almost hard to believe how they built these back in the day.
So I'd never been here before. I pulled in. I thought the outside of this place was just amazing. So I wanted the tour.
So
This is unbelievable.
this is 3rd floor. Right now it's a 4-story building. So we'll go down to 2nd, and we're gonna link up with Senior right there. But yeah, we got all the whole gas product. This is really working showroom. Bikes that are waiting to get worked on, bikes that are for sale or listed for sale. So we got new stuff on this end, and then classics on the other. Got all the parts, gear, accessory for KTM group stuff. And the Buell stuff we got downstairs. Getting the first floor open, which we'll show you that last. But the first floor, we're working on getting occupancy. That's on the ground level, and eventually all of the franchises are going to be down there, and we'll reclaim all this as museum space. But yeah, this is a football field long. Floors are original rock maple. The windows we worked with, you know, this is on the National Historic Registry, so we had to work with the State Historic Preservation Office and get their approval on literally every single aspect of the resto. So windows, reproduction wood inside and out, and the floors obviously are the originals, which my dad and his team painstakingly restored for years. Literally, they had guys on the hands and knees in here for there's hundreds of man hours of labor into this.
This is cool.
Yeah, there's buildings in Europe that are built like this, post and beam with brick inlay, that have been around for 1,500 years. And they're still, you know, dead nuts. They're it's pretty crazy. There was 11 other post and beam mills within a quarter-mile distance right along the river here, all textiles, and they all burnt down except for this one.
Wow.
So yeah, after textiles went out, they, you know, they were used for manufacturing and stuff like that. Some of them went out of business, and you have homeless people and juveniles kicking around, you know, lighting fires inside the building. So that, you know, sprinkler systems that didn't work, so they went out pretty quick. But it's, I'll tell you what, the buildings serve our purpose perfectly, because yeah, check it out, you can fit 3 rows of bikes. Like on this floor, we probably have, I don't know, close to 200 motorcycles between the gas line and all this.
I mean, that is a long way.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, when people come to check out e-bicycles, and we let them demo them right in the building, get up going 25 miles an hour, just right inside the building here. Pretty safe, you get plenty of room to stop. So, head run. Yeah, these are waiting to get worked on right here. Yeah, some of the projects and stuff, some are you know, some we have project plans for, some are gonna end up being parts place, but.
And you get them from all over the country,
Yeah,
all over the world?
Ship them in by the truckload, really, and that's our specialty right now, is working with the collectors that have, you know, 10, 20, 30 plus bikes, because we'll come in and cut a check, one check for all of them. You know, a lot of times, you know, if someone passes away, leaves the bikes with the family, or, you know, like recently we had a gent that, you know, he's a high earner, you know, and selling 30 motorcycles is like a career, you know, trying to get all the facts on paper, photos, and video, advertise them and deal with potential buyers. So they rather, you know, just clean swoop, and that's what we did. We come in and buy everything.
Wow.
So yeah, on the wall here, these are all listed units, classics, right here. So once we list all the ones in the showroom, we'll have 50 classics listed on the eBay site, all of which will sell in the first 2 weeks. Most of them will sell in the first 2 weeks. Some might stick around. We go seven-day listings for this stuff, all on eBay. So yeah, we're pretty high volume.
So somebody could see their original bike from when they were a kid and
Yeah.
find it
Right.
on your eBay store and get it all restored just like when it was brand new.
Yeah, exactly that. You know, we do like full-fledged frame-off restorations here, but really our specialty is tuning. So you look down the row, a lot of these are you know, classics, original paint, unrestored bikes that we went through mechanically, full fuel system, you know, typical petcock fuel line, carburetors, go through rebuild, tune, synchronize, go through the motors on a lot of them, and then all the running gear, suspension, tires, brakes, and stuff like that, and then we'll offer them up with you know, full-fledged report, you know, and the shipping anywhere in the country. So
Awesome.
yeah, it's been killer. We have a killer staff. Yeah, check out the old GS 1000 here. With our reach here, you know, a lot of you guys watching, man, guys come out of the woodwork with some of these gems all the time. So we'll buy onesie, twosie deals, ship them in all the time. Anytime we get our hands on equipment like this, you know, original paint GSs or you know, old Taco Alpinas, we'll jump right on them and ship them in. And that's it. But the money's made on the second floor. Come on down there and show you what's good.
Let's check it out.
Buildings on campus. So you're welcome to go check that out. There's there's another 100,000 square foot of space outside of these buildings, and my dad wanted to have more museum space. I don't know if we'll achieve that. I don't know if we need any more space with all the space that we have here, but I've been talking with housing and urban development. We might do housing back here at some point. That's a longer scope there. Yeah, man, it's definitely a big building. Football field long. My dad said it was it's like a couple feet longer than Noah's Ark. So yeah.
Probably has just as much wood.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, you couldn't. They don't build buildings like this anymore because it's not economical, obviously. But I mean, I can only imagine what it would cost. Like, I don't know if there would be anyone to do it. I mean, how would you even quote this out? There's no one that really does this anymore.
Yeah, this type of skill isn't really available unless you're restoring it.
Buell. So yeah, we got a couple hammerheads. This one's under deposit. Got a carbon hammerhead that's getting some options installed and serviced right now as well. And then we have this one SX left here. That's also waiting to ship. So yeah, I got a couple on order with you guys. We got those two Freedom Editions coming, and yeah, before you split today, I'm gonna put in another order, yeah, for some hammerheads. We're running low. Supplies are low. But yeah, so on second floor here, this is The main museum floor, all the units from here on are display only. Yep, so we have some pretty significant motorcycles. Got the 59 Panhead. You know, Senior's got a 7-mile 93 Cowglide Nostalgia. This is actually a new arrival. We have a 32 Henderson 4, which is a suicide shift straight 4, obviously air-cooled Springer front end. And that's owned by a local gent, brought in for service. And we don't do outside service work on classics. We only work on the stuff that we bring in because the guys are so busy, got a big backlog. But for this, we made an exception. This is something that we wanted on the floor. So I got a couple other Harleys here and a couple other classic Buells on the other side. And of course, you got the CRs motocross stuff over here. And this collection, a lot of it is in constant rotation. We own a good portion of the bikes down here, and then a lot of them are also on loan with folks that we're in business with, or you know, bikes that we've sold to customers, and we ask them to leave them on display here, and you know, so other people can enjoy. You know?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of customers that'll buy bikes that are unobtainium that you can't just go out and find, because it's a certainty they're going to go up in value. It's a good hedge, you know. So yeah, we've got guys that'll buy, you know, a dozen bikes from us a year, just kind of hand pick them, you know. So
yeah,
it's good. You buy bikes from us, they have a full work order ticket, you know, that it's done properly and it's certified, and then you know, leave it on display in the museum, climate controlled, you know, UV protected windows, stuff like that. So they're not going to go backwards in condition. But yeah, there's one more floor below us that's just like this. That's actually, the ceiling's a little bit taller, and it's got a drive-in overhead door, and that's fully restored. We're just waiting to put the finishing touches on it, you know, finish up the bathrooms and stuff, and that's going to be open as well. So in the future, you'll come here. Originally, we were going to have that be a restaurant and microbrewery space. Now it's going to be more dealership floor. So eventually be able to walk in here and we'll have, here's the vision. We have a lineup of Buell, and then a lineup through KTM Group, and all other lines that we have.
Yeah.
Service, parts, gear, accessories, everything on one floor.
I'm amazed how many bikes are in here. looking at what I've seen out of the videos and stuff like that, like you just can't see it in person. It's way different.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, dude, this is like prime time for us, because I mean, you could fit probably 1,000+ motorcycles in this building easily, like with room to spare. You know, and still have room to move around and catalog everything, and you know, have them spaced out evenly, stuff like that. Because there's a 4th floor above where we were just then. That's the same thing. That's the attic. It's used as storage. It's not open space to the public, but. Up there we've got, we have a massive collection of like old motorcycle literature and stuff like that. That's been one of Senior's big crusades, collecting much literature as humanly possible. But this is what you wanted me to show you down here. Fractals, you know, we're in a depressed mill town. You know, a lot of the buildings are vacant. You know, back taxes owed and stuff like that. So we came in and, you know, we have a pretty high elderly per capita here, so a lot of guys that couldn't get out and mow their lawns and stuff like that. So we came in, and he had the volunteer group every Wednesday evening, have a big group of people, and go around town and mow elderly people's lawns and pick up trash and stuff like that, and just on the block here. And you know, since we came here, there's been like tens of millions of dollars at the state and federal level invested here, like roadways and bridges and stuff. So it's on the upswing, you know, and then in projects like this. You know, because Vernon is what they call an opportunity zone, and it's, you know, because it's a historic district, it's been on the radar of you know, congressmen for earmarks and other funds and stuff like that. So it also puts us high up on the list for programs through housing and urban development, which makes it kind of an easy sale, you know, at the federal level for housing projects and stuff like that. Which, you know, it's not what we ideally like to do, you know, but I'll tell you what, we're already kind of a motorcycle mecca. We're going to have, you know, 100,000 square foot open to the public, and we have a little housing portfolio out back to help pay the bills. What can you do?
Yeah. Destination location though, I mean,
yeah,
you
no
know,
doubt.
You can have some people
yeah.
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 Spend their weekend at the museum.
That's
There's
it.
plenty of bikes to see, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's it, man. Back in 2015, you can't see it from this angle, but there's a 7-bed, 3-bath house on the hill. They called it the Bixby House. The old mill management used to own that. And the Historic Society, because we were the abutting property owner, they gave us the opportunity to buy it. So we bought it. Good job restoration. And the original barn from the 1800s is still up there. We did a bunch of work on there this year that we highlighted on the YouTube channel. Oh, so we own this property, and the whole corner of land we own across the street. It's a separate parcel up to the riverway. And then on the other side, actually, the abutting property is a multifamily there that I bought this year. So we're kind of moving down the block, buying it all back. You know, it's good to control the, especially in a city like this. You want to, you know, not that we're made of money and able to just, you know.
Yeah, if you were made of money, this would be done.
Clean sweep, obviously, yeah, of course. But yeah, the more that you can own, the more that you can control. You know, like there's some properties in town that you know, these guys are repeat offenders. You know, code violations and overgrown lawns, and they have diamond hands they don't want to sell. It's kind of a shame. Some of these properties that are really hit, I'd like to buy them and, you know, spruce the way up. Because when people come to visit, Rockville, you know, we want to, you know, have our best foot forward and have the streets cleaned up, and you know what I mean. So
just the detail work on this, though. I mean, the roof of it, like, this is really cool.
Yeah, that's the old office building. Yeah, slate roof, and yeah, the detail work on the front with the pillions, and yeah, like they don't do kind of that kind of stuff anymore. You know, like that's a just insane amount of pride and time that goes into that. So yeah, the doors are like 9 feet tall, I think. And the big, thick wood doors, you know. And then look at the foundation. It's all big granite slabs. Like, that thing's not going anywhere. See you in 200 years. You know, if it doesn't get wet or light on fire, it's yeah. This is from the mid 1800s.
Mid 1800s.
Yeah, and they have pictures actually of the mill staff. You know, it was a textile factory. So it's all women, and then the mill management and stuff standing like literally right where we're standing here. You know, looking up in the corner of the buildings here. Pretty cool stuff.
Huh.
Guys, feast your eyes on the Buell 2025 Super Cruiser. It's been a long time coming. This is the production version. We're taking orders now for summer 2025 delivery. This thing is straight up badass right out of the box. It is by far the most powerful production V-twin engine. It's actually a superbike engine ever made in the United States of America. It's 175 horsepower. It does a quarter mile in 9.98 seconds. It goes 0 to 60 in 2.6. 183 mile per hour top speed and a 9.98 second quarter mile. Out of the box for a cruiser is unheard of. It basically creates a whole new category. The suspension is off the hook. I can't tell you who the final suspension manufacturer is going to be, but I can tell you you're going to be really pleased when you find out, and they're made here right in America. Just like this motorcycle, Grand Rapids, Michigan, from the heart of America. It's one badass machine, and it comes with 6-speed fuel injected, 175 horsepower is unheard of in this market. So if you want one, get your orders in now. $50 deposit will secure your place. We also have in stock actually the Buell SX model over here, and we also have the Hammerhead, the Super Sport model. So if you wanted to take one off the floor today, you could, but we are taking orders on the Super Cruiser, right, Junior?
That's right.
So go over the pricing on the on the Super Cruiser and the SX and the Hammerhead?
Yeah, so right now, the Super Cruiser, we're taking $1,000 deposits for pre-orders to get the special introductory price of $23,900. That's $2,000 under MSRP to incentivize guys to jump on the wagon. That goes until November 12th. So give us a call. I can give you some more information. 860-471-0192.
Guys, Buell's been around for 40 years. In fact, the 40th anniversary edition, the Patriot edition, the red, white, and blue one, was a limited production. They only made 40 of them. They're going to this will be their 41st production year. 136,000 of these have been sold since Eric Buell started the company, and they have over 6,000. We have over 6,000 Buell's deposits for the 2025. So make no mistake, this is the next big thing. It creates a huge. It's a new category. Like I said, there's been nothing like that ever made in the United States before. 90 horsepower is typical at the rear wheel for a Harley, maybe a little bit more for an Indian. This is a whole new machine. This engine has decimated the AMA Grand National Hill Climb Championship last year. They won every round. And when it comes to hill climbing, what's important? Well, lightweight, power to weight ratio, torque. That's what the V-twin's all about. Less moving parts. It's a narrower engine. It's more compact. It has more torque per cc than a four-cylinder. And as far as lightweight goes, this motorcycle weighs about the same as the KLR 650 Kawasaki that we have over there, which is supposed to be a dirt bike. Most Harleys are going to outweigh this by at least 200 pounds. So it's the power to weight ratio is incomparable. There's nothing to compare it to. The final configuration, I'm really pleased to announce. Can I tell them about the brake? Oh, by the way, guys, Chris is the national sales manager for Buell. We are the #1 dealer. If you're buying one of these in the Northeast, give us a call. You can order it through Buell and take the delivery through us. We can meet you at Americade, Laconia, Daytona, any of the major rallies, and we'll be at Sturgis next year too. So, Chris, the front brakes. Can I talk about the front brakes?
You can talk about the front brake. Yeah.
I was and I have a video from Sturgis, and I was in the Buell booth, and they have the production ready version of the front brakes. A lot of people don't understand the concept of this particular brake system, and they wanted to make this something that would appeal to more people and be easier to get parts for. Well, the front, it's going to be a dual disc, and that's what everybody wanted. Do you know the exact size of the disc yet, or is it still?
I don't know the exact size, but it was the one on the touring at Sturgis.
It looks like a $4,000 brake system, probably because it is. It's super badass right off the shelf, and the suspension is going to be to match. So the tires, the brakes, the power to weight ratio, it's a fantastic machine they use these in drag racing, road racing, hill climbing, and now putting it in a cruiser package just makes sense with a 6-speed overdrive transmission. I figured it out, at 183 miles per hour, you can make it from Connecticut to Florida, 966 miles in 5.3 hours. 5.3 hours, and you only have to stop for gas twice because it gets 52 miles a gallon. So, yeah, in a perfect world, no one was in your way. 100 that type of top speed out of a cruiser. Most Harleys, and I've been a Harley guy since the beginning. Most of the Dynas would get start wobbling at about 100, 110 miles an hour. They just don't have the engineering built into them. The Buell chassis was designed for not only around town cruising, but 180 miles an hour. I know for a fact I've done triple digits on this bike out in Sturgis. We made it from Deadwood to Sturgis, which is supposed to be a 30-mile trip, in 15 minutes. And it's rock solid at triple digits, I'm here to tell you. So just a spectacular machine. I'm getting one. Junior's getting one. Mr. Turbo, Justin Harris is getting one, and we are going to be turbocharging one. We have to do some things with the cylinder. And you were talking to who's the cylinder man?
LA Sleep, yeah, we have the plan, it's blueprinted, and for the turbo kit, so that we'll be developing as soon as we get our units.
In the exhaust system, you already have a solution for
that. That's already, we have a stainless race exhaust that we offer, combined with the tune, and get these barking right out of the box, of course for off-road use only.
And we're on version 3.0. That's the third version. The first one was a single piece. The second one was a 2-piece. The third one, people commented they didn't like the look of the design of the exhaust, the actual tip. We changed the tip, so it's how would you describe the tip now?
Yeah, it's a slash cut. Yeah, so guys, you can order Super Cruiser or the SX and Hammerhead models direct from us or through Buell with Kaplan delivery. We can ship it anywhere in the country inexpensively. I handle all the freight for the company. We ship hundreds of bikes annually, licensed, insured, enclosed, white glove, and my staff will handle the pre-delivery inspection as far as the nut and bolt and the final detail before the bike goes out. So, and I'm a product specialist. I run the phones. I'll be handling the sale front to back. We'll handle your title process and any questions that you have. This is one-stop shop for Buell. Super psyched and proud to be representing.
It'll have a Kaplan Cycles vanity plate on the back of it, and that you obviously take off and put on your toolbox when you're done. But when I put my plate on it, rest assured, I've looked at every square inch of the bike. It'll go through the detail shop. It'll come out spotless. We don't charge anything for that service. When we're done, when you get the bike, it's going to be perfect and ready to roll into the museum.
So when you guys put your pre-order in and you get your email, you'll be able to see like everything that comes with those first Super Cruisers from that $1,000 deposit. And what that comes with is the radiator will be the raw radiator, the raw colored aluminum. The fairing will be this style fairing right here. As Senior mentioned, it'll have the dual disc front brakes and Saddleman seat. So we're firming up some of the other things, which you guys will see. I know Senior, Junior, and I, and everybody's going to be really excited about the suspension choice that we have that will release here soon. So stay tuned for that. And I just want to say I've never been here to Kaplan Cycles. I pulled up, I was amazed, impressed. Like, these guys are not only top notch for a dealership, but top notch people as well. And if you ever get a chance, you've got to swing by this place. It is like more than you can feast your eyes on. It's just a gorgeous place with obviously great people and great community around here. So get on down here, get your Buell orders in. These guys are it.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
We'll definitely take care of you. We treat all of our clients like family, the way we'd want to be treated. And you'll talk with my son, Kenny, Junior, if there's any issues at all. And I'll make sure the bike's perfect before it rolls onto the trailer to be delivered to your door, or for us to meet you at one of the rallies, or if you can fly in the Bradley and ride it home if you'd like. Either way, we'll make sure you leave here with a smile on your face. So if you want one, give us a call at 860-454-7024. We'll sign you up and get you your number on the list. It's first come, first serve. And there is special pricing if you order now. Is that
you have to order now to get the special pre-order pricing. And that's $2,000 under MSRP. So that's a substantial discount only for pre-orders placed before November 12th with a $1,000 deposit. So you can call in and place the order right now. We'll get you dialed in.
So life is short and you're going to be dead a long time. So if you want to have the baddest ass V-twin American-made muscle bike ever to roam the streets of the United States of America, sign up now. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.